Look forward to having you more in Blackwater.
Thank you.
It's a pity that mine and your times of activity don't match up too well.
What is it?
Be a shame if you wouldn't. Have a seat, Mr. Shapter. I'm only just having a cigar. Missed the end of the great case.
What?
Don't really know what the conclusion was.
The conclusion to the Dawson case.
Yes, sirree.
I can tell you what it was.
Be mighty appreciative to you if you do. Had something like an emergency and I had to get.
Bossy ass.
It's no problem, no problem. These was found guilty, but they was not charged any additional time since they had a considerable amount of time over there in Blackwater jail already. They've been ordered to pay $800 in fines to the city of Saint Denis and its police department and the constabulary there.
Well, I'll be damned. 800 a piece? Or is it 800?
7 days of hard labor at the oil fields.
Whoa, that's so cool.
I'll be damned. Is it $800 altogether or a piece?
Oh, I dare say altogether. It was Red Rock Mining Company's just the one getting it. 800 a piece though. Fucking hell.
Is that what it is? Is it 800 a piece?
I don't believe it is. I was on guard duty for it, so I don't remember.
That'd be a hell of a sum. 800 a piece. My goodness. You said there's going to be doing hard labor?
Yep, over there at that oil field.
That's a mighty fine judge. He's got a firm hand, but he seems to be fair. Would have been mighty harsh to see them boys swinging from a noose.
After I learned about the case and the intricacies of it, I think I would agree.
What was your personal take on all the intricacies that you done discovered?
Well, when the marshal asked me how I felt after the verdict, I just said I'm indifferent. I'm mostly relieved that Miss Foster now will be able to keep on continuing to feed the township and not a bunch of criminality.
What you mean about Miss Foster? What she's got to do with it?
No, she was our lunch lady for the prison.
Oh, I understand.
She was putting a lot of hard work in there for them goddamn deviants, and now she don't have to do that.
You know who I thought deserved a little bit of credit?
Who?
That old Mr. Jamie Barlow.
What do you know about Under Sheriff Barlow? Former Under Sheriff Barlow.
Well, what I know, Mr. Shapter, is Under Sheriff Barlow was something like the Prince Armadillo. He was everybody's favorite. Dawson boys loved him, the sheriff loved him, everybody loved him. They all listened to the fella. And these Dawson boys go on and go a little crazy. They start to go on a run, start cutting up constables. The constabulary, I mean, of Saint Denis. Shooting them and killing them and all sorts of stuff. Well, some folk was fixing on giving them a good deal. Turn yourselves in, you won't get the rope. All that stuff. Well, I think the Dawson boys, I think, was still on the fence about it. And Mr. Jamie Barlow is the only one who had what they call the cojones to put his foot down and say enough's enough. There'll be enough of that outlawing. I got it from 3 different sources that his final words were to stop being a cowboy and start to follow the law. They didn't much like that, Mr. Shapter. Well, push came to shove and Mr. Barlow did what he had to do. Pulled leather. All them boys got arrested finally, brought to trial, and when all the dust settles, the man responsible for taking them down and bringing them in, well, he's on the run. All of a sudden, he's persona non grata. Mighty curious, if you ask me. Not even a thank you.
Mr. Barlow's now wanted for sedition, kidnapping, and attempted murder.
Yes, sir, that's what they says. Mighty convenient, if you ask me, don't you think, Mr. Shapter?
Yeah, I would agree if I wasn't also there when seeing that mist that he slashed up, shot up over there in the swamps about 35 minutes ago. There's been quite a bit happened since this court case is concluded, Mr. Case.
You mean to tell me Mr. Barlow's in the swamps cutting people up?
Yep, shooting them. Doing all sorts of deviant activities, who knows what.
Well, I figure he's captured now and behind bars.
He's on the run, and when I left the marshal's posse, I didn't want to go out shooting. I wanted to come back to peaceful old Blackwater. So that's where I'm heading. That's why I'm back now.
Mr. Shapter, when is these boys going to get some sense? 1 second they're following the law, doing the right thing. Next second they think they're some type of vigilante heroes turned supervillain.
Yep. Now, mind you, I have my own sympathies for the Western Republic. Myself, been born and raised in Texas, the heart of the Republic. Going around shooting the good folk of our United Nation ain't going to achieve nothing. No civil war ain't going to achieve nothing but more bloodshed and heartbreak. You head over there to Rhodes. You talk to the old geezers over there, the old folks. You'll see that Daisy's hurting still. Their memories keeping her awake at night.
You mean over the big war?
There's a battlefield over there near Rhodes.
Damn roads and deputies mighty peculiar. They don't much like the West. That must be why.
Well,
I don't understand how a kid can go from undersheriff with all the honors, the pay, and all the privileges that come for working with the state and throwing it all away. Something must have spooked the kid.
I'm not too sure. It's out of my jurisdiction to care.
Yes, sir. Mr. Shapter, what'd you make of that strange old little doctor that came up mumbling all sorts of jibber-jabber?
What doctor?
There was a doctor that showed up during the court case and started, well, jibber-jabbering. I couldn't make sense of what she was saying. That nervous girl.
Inside the court case?
Yes, sir.
I'm afraid I didn't see that. I was doing guard duty on the east side of the courthouse.
You win, Chief.
Howdy, ma'am.
Silver skillet
Howdy.
sticks.
What is that?
I'm gonna keep it named.
Oh,
the
are you
Silver
keeping the
Skillet.
name?
Yeah.
I think it's a lovely name, the Silver Skillet.
Howdy.
And, hi. Sorry, I just have to get my thought out before I forget. I just wanted to say once I find out from Sloan if my mares will be okay with her, I will.
This
quit
guy's
the
extra
stables.
cool, man. He's got his button
wait,
untucked.
a hot chocolate for Mr.
Goggles.
Casey.
And Yes, sir.
Not
Talk to
that,
me.
not that.
Is it my turn to talk yet?
Yes, please.
Well, ma'am, you know it's only proper to introduce yourself.
I'm Artemis Honeyset.
Artemis Honeyston. This is your husband, I take it.
Absolutely not.
No, I'm just a waiter.
Be a shame if you was, if you know what I mean. Well, what you do for a living, honey?
Well, currently I'm a horse trainer, but I am hoping to switch professions to own this here cafe.
You're gonna run the cafe here?
That's what I'd like to do.
Well, ma'am, if you take a step forward, I got a request.
Sure.
One hot chocolate. This for you, Chief, or for your friend?
It'll be for Mr. Case here.
Well, I won't turn down a hot chocolate and soft if it's offered, but I'd like someone to drink it with me.
I got a hot chocolate, son.
Very well. Well, ma'am, I'd like to request. Thank you, sir. It's mighty kind of you.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
well,
I'd like to
He
request,
said it
ma'am,
down with me. Yes.
you serve something called an espresso.
I've never made one of those before.
Well, if you like, we can make one together when this is your cafe.
Sure.
On account, I'd like to become a regular.
Well, I would like to learn very much so.
I'd like to come in free to say, Mr. Case, you want the regular, don't even worry about it. You understand?
I understand.
I'd like to read my paper, be served a double espresso, have a cigar, maybe even a pastry.
Well, I'm trying to expand my knowledge as my mama was a baker, but my knowledge is not as vast as hers was.
And where's your mama now?
Back home in Tennessee.
I rest my case. Sure she ain't dead?
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Be a shame if she
Case.
was.
let's see. You just went and visited her. What? A day ago?
I
2 days
did.
ago?
I did. I was with her over the weekend. Yeah.
What's your mama's name, darling?
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Yes.
There's an old funny saying about Beatrices.
What's that?
Now, you're too young to understand this, ma'am.
Mm.
And this comes from far north in San Francisco. Is you ready?
I'm ready.
Biancas and Beatrices is always wetting mattresses.
Oh.
That's an old saying associated with that name.
I did not know that, and I've never heard that before. That is interesting.
One day you'll grow up and understand what it means, darling.
Yes, sir.
I'm afraid at the moment you're far too young.
Yeah, I feel as if that's probably the case.
How old is you? About 34?
I'm 23, sir.
You don't look a day over 33.
Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment.
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. You look like a healthy spring chicken, 18 years old.
Can only do my best.
And son, what's your name? Tell us your profession.
I'm House. I'm Wheely's apprentice.
Your name is House?
Yes, sir.
I'll be damned.
This is his last name. He goes by it. It's easier.
What's your
Most
first
people
name,
can't-
son?
Raymond.
Raymond.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, blacksmith through and through.
Yeah.
Tell me, son, where do you do your smithing?
Mr. Wheatley's. I'm one of his apprentices.
You got to tell me the region.
Used to own a blacksmith back in California. Oh, still do.
But what I mean to say
Yeah.
is you in Blackwater? Is you in
Oh,
Rose?
yes, sir.
Yeah, he's in
Blackwater.
Blackwater.
Oh, understand. Where do y'all source your materials from?
Well, the ranch out in McFarland's, or the ranch up in past in the valley.
I think he's talking about blacksmith materials. Right?
Oh, we most
Ma'am, you is sharp, Miss Artemis.
Well, I mean,
Well-
it kind of makes sense.
You ever thought about working in the service?
You mean like law?
Or something like that, ma'am. A bit deeper than that.
No, never. I like to feel easygoing, and law and things of that nature don't feel like easygoing.
Be a shame if they did. I'm sorry, son, you were saying you source your... Where do you source your materials from?
mostly in house. We go out and mine with Mr. Wheatley down in Gap Tooth of Kamasa. We buy it off the street. Anybody who comes to us with the ore, we buy it from them.
Do you notice a difference mining in Gaptooth versus Kamasa?
Yes, sir. Gaptooth. Sorry, these damn stray cats. Gaptooth has a lot more iron in the veins
Howdy.
and a bit of coal.
Doesn't
Howdy, Mallory.
How do they?
But Kamasa got a bit more of gold, gems, iron.
Which
Got a
one's
bit of
more
everything.
valuable?
Mixture.
Which one's more valuable,
Yeah.
son?
Gaptooth if you're a blacksmith.
Come on, if you're not.
Yeah.
Understand. Well, I'm sorry for all the questions. I'm just mighty curious about many things.
No, that's all right. We're
That's
the
all
same
right.
way. Asking questions is the only way to get information, you know?
Will you be surprised, ma'am?
Well, you're right. Asking is the only way I've gotten information.
Well, you'd be surprised. You go around asking questions, folks start to get real scared, nervous.
It's true. True. It depends on the questions, though, right?
They can't believe a person's curious to learn things.
Alright, so I'm gonna go stir the stew in the back, alright?
Sure.
Be a shame if you stirred something else, son.
But no, curiosity never hurt nobody.
You ever
I know-
killed anyone, ma'am?
Me, no.
You ever wanted to?
No.
Be a shame if you did.
I'd have no reason to.
Yet.
I guess that's a fair point.
Everybody's got a line, ma'am, and someday you might be liable to cross it.
Well, I hope that day never comes, but I understand what you're saying.
If you move your business over there to Saint Denis, you'd be around godless folk and probably have to do a godless act like that. But around here, we just God-fearing.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I've told others, and I'll say the same here. I was raised in a Christian household, and that's how it works.
Well, I'll be damned. There's another one who loves the good book.
That's how my parents
I don't
raised me.
study it, but I fear it.
I understand that we're all here for a reason.
Yes,
always somebody
sirree,
watching.
ma'am. I read the good book every time before going to sleep. You understand, in the book, you gotta consider everybody to be your neighbor. Be your brother,
True.
be your pal.
That's why I was raised to treat everybody with kindness. Either it hurts me or it doesn't. I still am kind.
What if that man is Jack Cooper?
That's one of those things, right? I can't know it because I don't know him, but
This tallies up to 8 murders, ma'am. He's wanted. He was
I
once a
understand.
smith like your pal.
well, that I didn't know.
He used to smith for Valentine, then he went on to smith for Armadillo. And then something happened to him, ma'am. Turned him mean and mad. You ever love someone, dear?
My parents, yeah.
Or you ever had like another half?
No, my daddy forbids me.
Does he want you to become a nun?
No, he said I had to wait till I was old enough, and in his eyes, that's 2 more years from now.
You said you're 23.
Yes, sir.
Well, darling, don't wait too long.
I know, that's what the chief was saying.
I'll be damned. Well, imagine you fell in love with someone.
Mm-hmm.
And that man completed you. You became one soul. And imagine someone took that love of yours, cornered them in a room, held her at gunpoint,
Yeah, I don't think I'd like that too much.
shot her in the leg, or in your case, him in the leg. And when your loved one cried out in pain, begging for mercy, instead of showing it to her, they shoot him right between the eyes and kill him. Then you have to stomach hearing the killer go around boasting of it. What'd you figure you'd do then?
I guess I don't know.
Well, Jack Cooper decided to do some bad things. He decided he's gonna force people to feel some of the grief that he's been subjected to. Except his situation's worse, ma'am. The man that done it, killed his wife, in cold blood, was a lawman.
Oh. You're right, Chief.
Yep.
Alright.
Why don't you tell him who did it, Case?
Well, I only know for certain when I talked to Jack Cooper. I wouldn't want to spoil this person's opinion of a sergeant of the department.
Just senior deputy. Senior constable.
Well, if you insist, we're talking about Mr. Kane.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Mr. Case here is deciding to leave out some important details. Miss Mendoza Cooper was wanted as associate of the Cooper gang.
Well, I say it's interesting because there was some fellas looking for a lawman with the last name Kane today. I don't remember.
Here in Blackwater?
Yeah, they were here in Blackwater. One was wearing a red bandana. I remember that because he was tugging at it.
Both of them were wearing red.
Ma'am,
red
this happened
sashes
today?
and
This happened today?
Yeah.
Can you show me when and where?
We were here on Main Street. We were around the doctor's office, and it
Excuse
was
me,
early.
Mr. Chief. Can we go stand
No
exactly
problem.
where you were when you spotted them? Please.
Sure. I mean, they
I'll be
walked
here
up to
enjoying
us.
my bacon.
Yeah.
Mr. Shafter,
This way.
thank you for the cigar. Excuse me, but I just got to
No problem. You did
Learn
what you do,
some
Mr. Case.
appreciate you, Mr. Shafter. Be a shame if I didn't. You
think
witnessed
we
this?
were-
You witnessed these men today, ma'am?
Yeah, we were all.
We
Me
both
and Ray
did.
were together.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, we actually. It was like right around here, right?
No, it was over here.
I mean, they came up to us. We were. Yeah, we were in the
It
general
was right
store.
here.
Yeah.
I remember because they kept looking real uneasy and looking real shifty.
So you was
That's true.
you was right here.
We were basically right here, and Toby and Henry were standing this way, looking at us.
Toby
talking.
was there as well. How'd you know he was Toby?
That's what
He
they
said
told
the
us their
name.
names were. Toby and Henry.
So all
yeah.
three of them was together again.
There's just two of them.
Ma'am, what time was this?
I want to say it was about 12 hours ago from now.
I'll be damned.
Hey, partner.
How's it going, Mr.
Oh,
Smoke?
sorry.
No, this a friend of mine. This a friend of mine.
Hi, Smoke.
Smoke, why don't you get up off that horse and hear this?
All right, then.
Ma'am, if I'm
Yes.
here and I'm you, show me exactly where Mr. Red
Well-
Bandana was.
Well, about where Ray's standing, honestly. If you were me and he was
Which
him.
direction was they coming from?
They walked across the street at us from the saloon.
So they stepped out of the saloon and that's when you noticed them?
Correct, because they both had drinks in their hands.
So it was just Mr. Toby, Mr. Henry, and Mr. Red Bandana?
No, it was.
No, it's just Henry and Toby.
and Henry had just the two of them, and they both had the bandanas on.
Ah, so Jack wasn't with him.
And they
Well, that
they told
makes
us that they were looking for Jeremiah Kane, and if we saw him, to let them know that they were looking for him.
Is that right?
Yes,
When were this?
about 12 hours ago
This
from now.
morning, Mr. Smoke.
God damn.
You
I
see?
sent a telegram this morning to Law, but sadly I had to catch a train back to California, so I didn't get to
I'll be
tell him
damned.
earlier.
Did y'all see what direction these went in?
No,
we didn't.
left
We
from
walked
them.
away.
Because unfortunately Toby had a nap, and we were busy doing cooking, so we walked away from him.
I understand.
And
He's
they
looking
kept
for
giving
Kane.
us weird grins.
What did you
Real
say
shifty
about a
smiling.
train to California?
Yeah, he had to
Yes,
go
sir.
back this morning, but
Oh, all right. Not
he actually just
you.
made it back in.
Me.
Oh no,
not them.
yeah, not them, him.
Ma'am, you understand that. Well, it's only 'cause you spoke in a good book that I figure I'd say those things. I just got a confession from the man
Sure.
Kane himself. about having this woman at gunpoint, unarmed, while she was begging for her life. I don't give a damn if someone's wanted for association. They don't give no one the right to commit murder and then boast of it. And that don't excuse what Mr. Jack Cooper and his pals have done. They've got what's coming to them. They've broken the law, and the law's going to be mighty firm with them.
I believe it.
But I'd like to know what turned Mr. Jack Cooper so mean and mad. And I figure this is it. I think all the people in between that have become collaterally hurt deserve to know the truth. In any case, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it if God can help me. And Mr. Smoke here.
Well, yeah.
I'm surprised I told you all these things. I suppose I'm in one of those moods.
Yeah. If it's any consolation, I ain't telling nobody nothing, so.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
No, not my information to give, you know?
Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad it didn't hurt you.
No, not at all. I was worried they might, the way they were acting,
Yeah,
but they
kept
didn't.
being really shifty.
Ma'am, if you ever see him again, tell him Thursday Case is eager to talk to him.
That's true.
That he's a
We can do that.
pal.
Don't mention my name. Just
I
case.
won't. I got you, Smoke. You and I know you, you know.
Now,
Well-
have you been?
I'm well. I'm leaving the horsey business. I'm gonna start doing food.
You fall in love with this feller here with the goggles on
Oh
his head?
God, no.
Ma'am, don't say ugh.
Sorry for me.
Horse man, don't say ugh. Poor man's got feeling.
Is it the goggles?
He's
Is
a
that why
human
you said
being.
it?
It's
'Cause
this
he looks
haircut.
like
No.
It's the haircut. I understand, ma'am. This haircut is a red flag.
I think she's the one that recommended I got this haircut, so.
But he makes
I-
it
It
even
always
worse.
do, partner. It always happens that way.
I'm never gonna say anything. Anyway.
Well, good luck with your cafe. Ma'am, could I give you and Mr. Ray, could I give you my telegram?
Sure.
Really appreciate it if you ever spotted
Let
these
me-
folk again with the red bandanas to message me at once.
Let me get my little notebook
I
out
really
here.
like Shafter. He's growing on me a ton.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's UOR. Fuck, what's my...
You are.
Oh, hold on. UOR.
UOR.
That's right. 78114. 78114.
UOR 78114.
If there's anything y'all need, don't hesitate.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
We're in the service, even though we don't necessarily wear a badge, if you understand.
I got you.
We can just leave it at that.
Oh, I understand.
Mr. Raymond,
Yes, sir.
few people make me nervous. But there's something about you that makes me uneasy.
It's the goggle.
Like- It's the
What can
eyes.
I do?
Never trust a
just 'cause
man
I can't
who
see too well.
hides his eyes. Never trust him.
He can't see without them goggles.
Can't see without them.
Be a shame if you could. Well, Mr. Smoke, I think we just got to take a ride somewhere.
All right, then.
I'm gonna ride on the back of your horse.
Well, yeah.
On the
Check
kind
my
I got a
papers before we
snack on
go.
some bacon. Take
Just
care,
keep
Y'all be
ma'am.
well. Yes, sir.
Well, you hear about the trial?
Yes, sir. 7 days hard labor. 7 years, 7 days.
7 days, and yeah, I didn't
I
hear
like
about
that.
the days part.
I really like that hard labor part. Down
I
at the
shit you
miles.
not. I was in there listening, and the moment the judge started making his last words and talking his last thing, I just dozed off on my feet. When I came to, he was kicking everyone out the courtroom. Said, "Thank you for your time today." So I missed the whole goddamn verdict. Oh, hold on. Should check my papers. You got anything from our pals?
Start to find out. Fareed, are you there, brother?
see you over there, Smoke.
Sheriff, that you? I hear Woody. Did you hear him?
Sure do. I love that man. Heard you looking for talk. Maybe I'd hang it that dog. No!
You doing all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm all right.
It's good to see you. Well, I wasn't there for the trial, but it's been a little crazy, to be honest with you.
Mr. Woody,
All right.
if it ain't the premier sheriff of this here damn frontier territory.
Howdy, Mr. Case. How are you doing, sir?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for the small little stipend, which was very necessary. Second of all, I'd like to apologize for my conduct the other day. I was dealing with some things, and I was mighty curt, and by the time I made it back to Valentine, he was no longer there.
That's all right. I waited there for you all night.
I don't know about all night on account of I didn't go there and you wasn't there. But
Well,
it must have
I
been a
had to
few
write up
hours for
statement
sure.
to you. Yeah, if it was a few hours, definitely I was gone.
Well, like I said, I'm sorry about that.
It's all right. You ain't never got to apologize to me. I know you're a busy man.
Say, Woody, what happened with that wagon outside the courthouse? Do you know?
Your guess is as good as mine, Smoke. The way I hear it, they was some type of attack from Jamie Barlow. He sent a telegram to all law saying that the attacks, that was one of many to come.
Well, shit.
I find the whole thing kind of odd, Mr. Woody.
You and me both, Mr. Case.
The whole time we was in that courthouse, I thought Mr. Jamie Barlow perhaps deserves a bit of praise on account it was him that took down them Dawson boys. Then all of a sudden, rather than reaping the reward of the arrest, he's on the run.
Well, if you ask me, he's just falling on the sword for his old sheriff, Santiago.
That what you think it is?
If I had to put money on it, and I am a betting man sometimes, and got somewhat of a lucky streak, that's where I'd put my money.
It's mighty interesting to hear you say so on account I've been thinking something similar, Mr. Woody. It just don't make no sense.
Don't make not one lick of sense, to be honest with you, Case. I think the puppet master's sitting right down there in goddamn Armadillo, wearing a badge.
Puppet Master's just between us, Mr. Woody. He's been awfully accommodating as of yesterday and today, especially to Mr. Case. He's still a bit worried about Mr. Smoke.
Of course, yes.
Funny, he told me the same thing about you, Case.
What did he say? It's mighty curious.
He told me not to trust you as far as I could throw you. That you were a real strange person. You were real weird.
Well, I
Be
don't
real careful.
deny that.
Well, you know, I thought the same thing when I first met you, Case, and turned out my thoughts have now changed. I think that you're a respectable man. I think you're real good at what you do, especially Smoke here. I like him a lot.
Mr. Smoke here is what we call a pillar. He holds up a whole bunch of things. Keeps me on course as well, Mr. Woody.
Well, if he's the pillar, you're the staple. How about that?
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to reveal something to you at this moment that I probably shouldn't, but you've got to respect, if that means anything. Is there something you'd like to communicate to Mr. Jamie Barlow on account he wants to talk to me at this very moment?
You need to be very careful if you're going to go do that.
I understand the risks. I'll take Smoke with me.
Both of you better be real fucking careful.
All right.
Because he just went down there. Van Horn threatened to kill anyone that's fucking with the West or tried to fuck over the West. Then he took a woman by the name of Coral out into the bayou and shot her in the gut with a stomach. Shot goddamn. Shot
Is
her.
that right?
Yeah, shot her in the gut with a goddamn shotgun. We went out there with Rhodes and found her. Took her to Saint Denis. I don't know if she's gonna pull through or not. You know, goddamn gut wounds are hard to beat.
Well, holy hell. You hear that, Mr. Smoke? Miss Coral.
Well.
They then sent a telegram to all law saying that little Miss Coral wouldn't be singing her song no more.
I ain't surprised, Mr. Woody. That Coral was playing a deep game. Very
Well,
good game.
I don't understand, but I reckon I come from a time a man just don't lay his hands on a woman. I don't respect that one bit.
I can understand that. Sure as hell can. Some of these women is mighty dangerous.
Tell Jamie Barlow if he comes, hands himself over to Sheriff Woody, I'll treat him fairly, and I'll give him a fair shake.
Very well, Mr. Woody. That's the message he'll get. Mr. Smoke, we've got to go now.
Well, let's go.
See you soon,
Go,
Mr. Woody.
Sheriff.
Where are you? Hey, if you don't come back, will you at least send me a telegram? Let me know at least around the location. I won't come out there, I promise.
We'll be back, Mr. Woody, I promise.
Case, please.
I promise, Mr. Woody. Go on, we gotta be quick. Go to Hanging Dog now. Go to Hanging Dog now. Now, they told me to come alone. I said you was gonna come with, but you was not gonna try nothing. Now remember, we ain't lawmen yet.
That's right.
We ain't lawmen yet. Don't try anything crazy, Mr. Smoke, I beg you.
Oh, of course not, partner. I ain't stupid. You think that son of a bitch gonna follow us?
I don't think so, but he might come looking.
I can't believe we walked in on a judge today. That's who that were when we walked in.
That was the dang judge getting his papers ready.
We walked right in there. Like it were our office.
Did you ever
Just
chance to talk?
sauntered right-
Did you ever chance to talk to Mr. Johnson after the fact?
No, I never did. I wanted to look for him in town just now, but we's got to go up here.
Is Fareed in the chat? Fareed,
Walking
sparring was
about, see
great.
if there were any constables. That's when I seen you sitting down there with old Shapter having a meal or whatever. So I waited till you was done. Then you walked off. I came walking over with the horse.
Yeah, I'm happy for sure.
What Shapter have to say?
Well, you understand, I woke up and I was sitting on that chair, just was going to eat something first, whatever I'm eating now. He said, mind if I have a seat? Sure. I said, sit down. We talked a bit. He told me what the trial verdict was. And then the man and the woman came and that sort of brought up Jack Cooper in. He didn't much like what I was getting at with Mr. Kane. Are you sore?
Yeah, of course not.
My shins get sore when
It's
I
like
kick the
it's a little
bag.
baby boy or something.
Well, you gotta understand, that's called legal.
Of course. Anything he does and has been doing reflects poorly on Chief.
The other way. The other way's quicker.
Are you sure?
I guess you know better than I suppose.
I ain't sure.
No, go right. It's always quicker that way. Go right. No, right again. Right again. There you
This
go.
way.
No, right. Go right. Trust me.
What you mean? That's back to Strawberry that way.
Right, go ahead.
Ain't
There's a shortcut.
He's got a shortcut.
Just trust me. Go. I just want you to see and tell me if it's fast. Yeah, go this way. You can sort of cut diagonally here.
Do you want me to go over
Go
the
straight.
grasses?
Go straight. You're not gonna go into Strawberry. We're gonna go like from behind it because there's a route that goes straight there.
Oh, I know where you're talking about.
So go left here, and then keep going left here. Keep going left right here. Here's the path. There's a little river crossing.
That's where I'm paying for gold.
It's good to know. I got my pay and still haven't paid for it.
He's going over
Make a
this
right
mountain
here.
off
Make
to
a
the
right here. Make a right
okay.
here. Make a right here. And then left.
Oh, I see. Oh, all right. I think I'm on track now, partner.
Maybe the other path is just as quick, but it's got like
think we
wolves
was
and
midway.
bears and all that stuff. Oh, if you follow the path, it takes you straight there. Would you look at that? So this is the path I'd always take.
At least a good one around here.
No black eye, bro.
I'll tell you what, I sat at that St. Denis train station all day today, thinking Cooper'd show up, try to get on a train or something out of there. I just wanted to see everyone who was around, just because that feller told the story about running into Cooper and going all the way to St. Denis with him.
Problem is that he's looking for Mr. Kane. Is they looking at?
I think
make a
he's
deal
looking to
with
rat out. Yeah, I think they is, according to what
Can I tell you something, Mr.
F.E.
Smoke?
Fitch sent to me.
I know I'm not supposed to, you know, they're the bad guys, supposedly. I don't like that. His friends is gonna sell out Mr. Cooper.
Everyone's selling everyone out,
Make a
partner.
left, make a left. Yep, diagonal. Well, I figure you know the rest.
Listen, I just got to thinking, I ain't gonna lie to you, partner. When I heard that they sentenced them Dawson boys to work for that oil company, because Mr. Cornwall has got a problem with personnel, so they's gonna sentence him to make this Mr. Cornwall a whole ton of money. Judge was asking them about how they turned the Red Rock Mining Company so profitable. He seemed mighty interested in it after you left. He wanted to know, I think he was getting at whether or not they could do the same thing with the oil company out here. If that's the case and these boys start making all kinds of oil money, I mean, that ain't justice. Because if once they're making all that money, then hell, they's got free. I mean, what else can they do and not pay the consequences for, you know?
Going in. Mr. Horse. Figures we just sit here and talk for a bit while we wait.
So I was thinking,
He sent a telegram about a half hours ago. It was 10:08, and by my reckoning it's 10:44 now.
there's a horse right there. You see it?
No,
You seen that? Yeah, he's coming.
I hear it.
He's coming. There he is.
There he is. Goodness. That's
Oh
a-
shit! I seen this fella in Armadillo.
Mr. Case.
Mr. Barlow, it's me and Smoke, just us.
Evening, partner.
Oh, that looks so cool. He's got a badge.
I reckon it's the second time we run to each other this evening. You were in the bank down there in Armadillo briefly, weren't you?
Yeah, that's right. Had to pull all my funds out of that bank.
Bro, he looks really cool. Mr. Barlow, if I may make a suggestion.
Sure.
storm is getting mighty heavy real soon. And I figure Mr. Hanging Dog's Ranch ain't the most discreet of places to have a chat.
I agree. Give me a second.
Yo, this is like a movie, man. I just got goosebumps.
I reckon my compatriots are fighting off some wolves right now. When they make their way down, we'll head on out.
Understand. Should we call for our horses, Mr. Barlow?
Sure.
Bro, that was like a movie, man. Look, they're surrounding the fucking place.
Smoke, if you were in my boots, you'd be doing the same.
Damn right I would.
Thanks for that, Mr. Smoke. That don't give me some loose prickles.
Well, we're gonna
We're shooting a mate
move
we're
out
not.
someplace more secure. Omar, lead the way.
Dude, that was sick. That was so dope. That was sick, bro. He showed up. I was like, what's a lawman doing here? And then it dawned on me, it's not a lawman, it's fucking Jamie Barlow, bro. And then he lowered his mask.
Case, Mr. Smoke, I find it quite odd. You're looking to talk on behalf of myself, knowing y'all's two occupation of bounty hunting. Sure, in just about a day's time, I'm gonna have a hefty fine on my head.
That's what they say is, Mr. Barlow. That's what they say is. I suppose we can make some things clear to you when we get a chance to talk, once we're settled and off of our horses. This is sick, guys. This is a sick scene, bro. I don't care what
He's
anybody
probably working on them handbills right now.
What's up, Target? Be a damn shame if it was interrupted during this time.
I sure would be. Fingers crossed that ain't gonna happen.
Over yonder to the left would have been a mighty fine place to have a chat. This is bird territory.
Something tells me we're gonna have just enough time to wait out this here weather by the time we get where we're going.
Something to think about. Days attacking folk who threaten the West. Well, isn't that a big old favor to Mr. Santiago?
It sure is. And anyone else involved.
I told you that Coral, she's part of it. She's with the Dobsons.
Whoa, whoa.
You sure right.
Could be wrong.
Take shelter from this rain in this little shack. Reckon we all get comfortable with each other.
Jamie Barlow's got aura. Okay, let's see. Great. Can I move?
Well, you wanted to talk.
Sure did, Mr. Barlow. As a matter of fact, I was hoping I'd get to talk to you before talking to Mr. Santiago today.
Sure.
But I happened to wake up, get my day started, find out that Mr. Santiago wants to talk to me. And once I go there, I learn that Mr. Jamie Barlow is no longer the undersheriff. I learned that the man's on the run. Furthermore, I was at a court trial today regarding the Dawson boys. And I'll tell you what I told Chief Shapter, and even my pal here, and even Sheriff Woody. I says I kept thinking to myself, why this whole trial's going on and they're talking about all the bad things these Dawson boys done. Well, I was wondering, where's Mr. Barlow? I figure he deserves some credit. Why is he not reaping the rewards of the capture on account it was him to put his foot down? And I found it odd and mighty strange that the man responsible for saying enough's enough, bringing those folk in, is on the run. Well, they don't make no damn sense.
You don't.
And when I was telling Mr. Shapter this, the chief of Blackwater, that's when he told me that Mr. Barlow's been seen in the swamp hurting somebody. I just couldn't make sense of it all, Mr. Barlow. I just couldn't.
Look around the room. Case, smoke. May not look it, but you were looking at the future founding fathers of the new Western Republic. Building up Armadillo, getting the sheriff office. My plan the entire time was for power to build, to eventually reclaim what my father fought for. The Western Republic, we've been under them Union dogs, boots, for years.
Well, why now, Mr. Barlow? Why rip off the cover now? Before the fruit was ripe.
Because those two dumbasses in themselves been singing like birds. Not only that, Marshal Crenshaw made it known about a piece of quote-unquote propaganda I was pushing around the frontier, that they was looking to get me on account of sedition. So much. There's only so much denying I could do.
But I don't understand, Mr. Barlow? What about Mr. Santiago? I don't understand how everybody was there in Armadillo. Working as a unit seemed to be in harmony. A group of Dawson boys get a bit too big for the britches. You put your foot down. They go stand on trial. And all of a sudden you're ousted.
Look at my hand. It's cut open for the Western Republic. If you look at the Dawson boys' hands, they got the same slice. Omar here. Valerie.
I done seen it. The Dawson boys had a similar one.
Long time back, I saved Santiago's life. Brought him out this way. He does not have a slice on his hand, though, Mr. Case. I could not trust him with that information. For that boy got a sense of justice in his head. Grew too close to Crenshaw for my liking.
Was he there the night Mercer was shot down and killed?
No, he was not.
Was that girl there? That Coral?
There she was.
I'll be damned.
So, Santiago wasn't there then, huh?
Got something for y'all to read, take a look at. Reckon after the storm passes.
The note that was left for Santiago at the sheriff's office, was it legitimate or a forgery?
Well, that's what I was gonna hand you. I ran into that sheriff's office, took everything I could. I left damning evidence against them Dawson boys. Charles Dawson admitting to hiding the body. Coral admitting to covering up Dean Mercer's.
Wait a minute. I don't recall nothing during the trial talking about Mr. Mercer's death.
Cause partner, the Dawsons are in on it all. The union, they're unionized. They're in Jim Bridger's paybook. They've been paying him since day one. Tell me, who do you know that's facing murder gets a slap on the wrist and gets told to go work at a fucking oil field? Folk get hung for stealing horses. They shot Dean Mercer in cold blood that day, yet they get to go out and walk. They hid his body.
Well, seems like they's telling the law that it was someone else. They point the finger at, well, I'd say everyone but themselves.
Jim Bridger's pocket is crazy. Guys, I have to make a confession. I gotta go pay the utility bill, bro. Gotta go pay the dang utility bill.
Hey, Dad, need an extra set of hands?
That is not a toy. It's for lying down on.
Phew.
Ah, dang it, Bobby. I'm gonna kick your ass. See? See? Pop.
Dang it, Bobby. Dang it. Gonna kick your ass. Have you guys seen this clip? I was thinking of this during the courthouse. I was getting flashbacks to this. Listen to this, guys. Someone needs to learn how to do this guy's voice.
Got permission?
Yeah,
Written permission from Trey Taylor.
Trey Taylor?
Crew tractor.
Oh, crew tractor.
Yeah. Who told you you could fish here?
I thought it was state property.
State?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
State?
It ain't.
Hit the road, dude. This ain't no state property. This is private property.
Oh,
What
okay.
is your name, man?
Private property.
I want your name.
Huh?
So I can call down and see who gave you permission
My name?
on state property.
My name Hubert
Last name.
Jones.
Hubert Jones.
Yeah.
State property. I ain't never heard of that before in my life. And a man just called me and called Trey and said, Trey, they're fishing in the pond. He said, lock 'em up.
Oh, man.
Lock 'em up.
Well, we about to leave, man.
You better leave, because I can tell you, he just called it on.
Yo, Croc, what's going on, bro? What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? I signed off. I just got back on. I left early today and came back. I'm addicted. What's going on, guys? Was talking to Mr. Jamie Barlow. We were at the court hearing. I don't know if you guys know there was a big court hearing today. We were at the court hearing, but I had to leave. Just come back. Now we have a really important meeting with the outlaws. Be a shame if we were here. What's going on, man? I had to sign off for like a few hours ago, bro, and I came back. I'm doing a late night little short stream. We're talking to some outlaws right now. Talking to some outlaws. Be a shame. Be a damn shame. Look at this guy's accent, guys.
Got permission?
Yeah,
Written permission from Trey Taylor.
Trey Taylor?
Crew tractor.
Oh, crew tractor.
Yeah.
Thank you, Neil. I appreciate you, bro.
Who told you you could fish here?
I thought it was state property.
State?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
State?
It ain't.
Hit the road, dude. This ain't no state property. This is private property.
Oh,
What
okay.
is your name, man? I want your name.
Huh?
So I
Private property.
can call down and see who gave you permission
My name?
on state property.
My name Hubert
Last name.
Jones.
Hubert Jones.
Yeah.
State property. I ain't never heard of that before in my life. And a man just called me and called Trey and said, Trey, they're fishing in the pond. He said, lock 'em up.
Oh, man.
Lock 'em up.
Well, we about to leave, man.
You better leave, because I can tell you, he just called it on.
Tell Trey Taylor I caught a 10-pound out this. I'm cool like that. I'll let
Hit the road.
I'll let you fish. I'm cool like that.
Hit the road.
Bro,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
Hit the road.
Don't get stuck.
Don't get stuck now.
Don't you worry about
You got
me.
4 wheel.
You better worry about you get stuck by the law.
I kept hearing shades of that accent during the court meeting. Lock 'em up. What's up, Ugo? What's up, Sully? No, I love it, Sully. Let's see where it goes, bro. It's cooking. You know what I found out today, Sully, that I'm a little bummed out about? So in the real West, like in the US, they were colonizing and cultivating the East Coast. And then the 49, the gold rush happened. The 49ers, they learned that there's gold out west. There's precious gems and jewels and gold. So everybody left their family, left their homes, left their wives, left their kids, and they went out west. And all these that's what kind of sort of where the West started growing out. Lawless land, tough land, frontier. So I thought that's what Gaptooth was. And the one by Ratscattler, I thought that all the gold and gems and shit were out in the West. So if you wanted to like mine, you had to go west. But I learned out today that Kamasa fucking River and the Elysian fucking caves
They already have everything there. There's no reason for anyone to come out west. I thought that was a sick beat that they were keeping it. I think if they lean into that, it'll be fucking awesome. Because that's how it was on Medieval. On Medieval, you had the North had the iron and the metals, and the South had the farming and the food. And the constant back and forth and tension on the resources was such good RP. I hope they lean into that, man. It'd be sick if you want gold, if you want jewels. You gotta go all the way to Tumbleweed. You gotta go all the way to Gaptooth, all the way to Ratscatler. I think that'll be sick. I was a little bummed out today when I found out that you can just get everything 100 yards away from Saint Denis. Throw a suggestion? Maybe. Step out and in real quick. Alright guys, we're talking to Jamie Barlow. Badass outlaw. Lock him up. Did I see someone hanging from the ceiling?
Mr. Minute. There we go. State. This private property.
You're the oldest character in the server? We'll see. Everybody's smoking, so if everybody's smoking, I gotta not smoke. What should I do with my hands? Let's put my hands. I hate the crossing hands.
Oh yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny.
Which part, Mr. Smoke?
The fact that they's pointing both their fingers at, well, the rest of Armadillo. Them Dawson brothers.
Hold on, let's see. Rest hands on gun belt. There we are.
Can y'all answer that question? When has a man or a group with damning evidence, telegrams I handed over, damning evidence, we talk about murder of, in the union's eyes, an innocent man, they get a slap on the wrist, and I'm to find out that it wasn't even brought up in the court case.
Sure it wasn't, Mr. Barlow. Sure it wasn't. Sorry, Mr. Smoke spoke over you.
Oh, no, he's saying the same thing.
Ain't nobody brought up Mr. Dean Mercer, not one bit. You had Mr. Santiago go up there and sing the praises of these Dawson boys. You had the Dawson boys go up there and, well, they didn't make no bones about it. They said what they done and they stood by it. Sure did. Now I figured they've gone to jail. They got a pretty hefty fine. They'll be doing 7 days, 7 years hard labor. It's a shame that Mr. Barlow, you no longer a part of Armadillo. There was a lot of things I was curious about working together on. Now you're the big bad villain.
It appears so. But I ain't no goddamn villain. I'm fighting for my people. Them Dawsons cut their hands open saying they will do the same.
You shot him.
That day I shot them down.
I need to not talk over him.
Last thing Charles Dawson said was, Jamie, but what in the future? What if I'm out there, me and my brother were out there causing chaos, causing a ruckus? Santiago looked at him and said, "You will do no such thing. Order is going to be brought out west." Charles said, "Cannot do, fella." I reminded Charles. Didn't bring up the Western Republic, but I said, "Charles, look at your hand. You cut your hand open. You bled for the West. All we need is for y'all to turn yourselves in. It'll get Crenshaw off our ass. He won't shut down our sheriff's department." And he said, "Cannot do, fella." So I pulled out my iron and I shot him. Truth of the matter, though, is, Case, I didn't shoot him because he didn't turn himself in. I shot him because he betrayed the Western Republic. He betrayed the blood oath he had made. When he cut his hand, he said, "If I ever betray the West, Jamie, you could take my life." It appears not.
Well, son, what is you fixing to do now? On account of you got Mr. Santiago in the marshal's pocket with the full support. You've got the Dawson boys, who after some hard labor, is gonna be free and walking. And then you've got yourself, wanted by all the counties and the territories and unwelcome in your own home. It's only a matter of time till they get you too. And you won't have it easy like the other boys. They want you for something far worse, for sedition.
I reckon I won't. And I reckon I made the right choice, going on the run, robbing Santiago blind. Because these Union dogs ain't even gonna bring up the murder case. God only knows what they was about to throw at me. They probably pinned everything on me.
Tell you what, them Dawson boys had something of a small tour, talking to every lawman and marshal, and I'm sure they learned a lot of things.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Then you have Mr. Santiago, and like I says, he's got the favor of Mr. Crenshaw. But old Mr. Jamie Barlow is stuck in between, and he's got nobody. This murder of Mr. Dean Mercer has been swept under the rug. And I figure that if it wasn't brought up today, it ain't ever gonna be brought up. And if it's you that's doing the bringing up, Mr. Barlow, I'm afraid ain't nobody gonna listen. It's gonna be the same story has been happening with Jack Cooper.
That's right.
You know, I was offered a handbill to make your arrest.
You should wait some time, Case. Give me about a week. I'm sure I could triple your pay.
You called me a bounty hunter on the way here, Mr. Jamie. I never asked for the handbills they were given to me. Who was I to refuse them? Truth be told, I didn't appreciate the marshals telling everybody in the territory that me and Mr. Smoke here had them. Well, there you have it. I'm not even sure I'll turn in to Mr. Jack Cooper when I find him. I just might not. I find it quite interesting, this whole idea of the Western Republic. I find it mighty interesting. What's strange to me is how everybody abandoned the project at the first sign of trouble.
It all happened in a day, Case. I had them Dawson boys.
I want Jamie to succeed too.
They were loyal to the vision, my people's vision. A free West. The Western Republic my father fought for. But one day they woke up and they decided, we gonna go cause some chaos out east and be gunslingers. Fuck wearing bandanas as the Malachi Ruger gang. We gonna go rob and shoot folk as ourselves. I said, no the fuck you ain't, and if you are, be ready for the consequences that come with it. But now that I'm thinking about it, Case, I think that day, it was such a slap in my face and everyone's face. I think that day, the marshals told them to go out and do that. Like I said, I believe they all in bed together this whole time.
You said something about Mr. Bridger.
Jim Bridger, that's right.
He said he's been paying these boys.
I don't know that for a fact. What I do know is the day Charles Dawson came out west, he was offered $25 by Jim Bridger to spy on the west. To get any information on Jamie Barlow. He told me as such. That was the same day he cut his hand open in Rathskeller. Said he would die for the West.
Would you share why Mr. Dean Mercer was murdered?
The day Ramon died, Dean Mercer drew his iron. He was quickly outnumbered, so he put his iron away. See, I was smoking a cigarette, just like I am now. There was a man named Irish, Aiden O'Dowd. You can find him in the city. He's under Salvatore's group currently. Irish drew his gun, same with Charles Dawson, and they shot at Dean Mercer while he was surrendering. Dean Mercer ran out the saloon, fled, he made it away. Then he starts telegramming folk that if he goes missing, Jamie Barlow, Santiago killed him. You see, I didn't know this information until that lady Coral brought it straight to me. I handed over the telegram to the marshals. I left it in that sheriff office. She said, the telegram from Dean Mercer said, if I go missing, I need you to go to the marshals in 48 hours. It was Jamie Barlow and Santiago who did it. She brought me that telegram. And it was at that moment I knew I had to kill that fucker. So I sent out my boys to go get him.
When you say boys, do you mean the Dawson boys?
The Dawsons, Irish, Jesse Bennett, Cliff, Walker. Those boys. I told Jesse Bennett to lead. To find me Dean Mercer, bring him to me. Well, it turns out Dean Mercer was riding down to Armadillo that day to face me. And under his presumption, he was facing Santiago as well.
But it was him that said if something happens to him, it was you. But prior to that, had you shot him yourself?
No.
What led him to believe
I was
to say that about Jamie and Santi?
You see, I'm the loudest fucker in Armadillo. I was leading the charge, rebuilding of the town. I think he said Santi because he watched Santi shoot Ramon in front of him. And I reckon me just for getting the folk together. See, they see me as a leader down there. They saw me as a leader.
So now this boy's coming to Armadillo after you've told the other ones to go grab him. And he comes thinking he's going to face Santi. And instead he finds you.
Instead, he finds the boys I sent out looking for him on the ramp. And those dumb, dense motherfuckers decided they wanted some head pats and praise. So they hogtied him. And those same dumb, dense motherfuckers rode through town with him hogtied on the back of the horse saying, "We got the traitor of the West." I quickly ran over and told him to take him to Rascal. You could find Mallory Thorne of Blackwater. She was there that day. She was one of Dean's sweethearts, as a matter of fact. I was so pissed at those fuckers. I came up with a lie telling Mallory that man...
You was pissed at them for hog-tying the man?
For fucking parading him through town.
I see. Mallory was there in Armadillo?
Yeah, she was. We was talking on the outskirts by a cholera pit.
You was talking to Mallory when they brought him in?
Mallory and a man named Jebediah Goldstriker.
And they witnessed you tell them to... You yelling at them.
I told this fella Goldstriker.
Oh my God.
Western Republic loyalist was, at least I thought, to distract her. That's when I ran over and told him to get him the fuck out of town. I told Mallory that it was one of Esteban's men, because at that time we hadn't captured Esteban yet.
She was too far to see who it was. Did Mr. Goldstriker know?
That he did.
A damn shame he did.
You see, the Dawson boys, they got a scent or something around them that attracts folk like flies. Goldstriker became loyal to the Dawsons rather than the vision of the Western Republic. Same with Walker and Cliff. Coral.
The whole time Coral, was she there?
No, she arrived later.
But she's loyal to the Dawsons.
That's right.
How does she know to go to Ratskeller?
Telegrams were sent out.
So she was on the inn.
Mr. Case, I sent her to Van Horn to be a spy for me, to spy on the sheriff out that way, become a blacksmith, tell me everything that's going on out that way. Same with that Irish fucker. He was in the city because I sent him out there.
I'll be damned.
Oh yeah, I'll be damned as well.
And here they were playing pretend this whole time. So now the man comes hogtied. You run up to them while Goldstriker's talking to Mallory, and you say, "Take this fella to Ratskeller." Telegraphs are sent out. Everyone gets them. How soon after they bring him into Armadillo is y'all at Ratskeller?
Must have taken 15 minutes or so. I finished my conversation with Mallory.
Now, this is going to be an odd question, but do you remember what that conversation was about, you and Mallory?
She owns a library in Blackwater. I got a lot of dumb motherfuckers. At that time, I had a lot of dumb, dense motherfuckers around me. I wanted them to learn, study. But most importantly, Mr. Case, I wanted them to be in reach of her because she was Dean Mercer's lover. And if Dean Mercer never came out of hiding, well, I would have settled with one of his loved ones.
Kinda makes sense. So now you find yourself at Ratskettler.
Trial happened.
Who led the trial, Mr. Barlow?
My friend Omar here did. We let Dean Mercer speak. We also had two of his friends there that day.
Wow,
A
man.
man by the name of Wyatt. There was another one, I don't recall the fella's name. They were brought to the West by Dean Mercer to be a part of Ramung's outfit, because you see, Dean Mercer was a part of Ramung's outfit. I brought those two fellas there that day.
Let me ask you something. How about that kid, Easy Street? Was he there?
Easy was not there, no. Easy's a good kid, he just wishes to work on horses and shit like that, truly rebuild the town.
Be a shame if he didn't. So now the trial takes place. How many folk would you say is there, Mr. Barlow?
Shit, it had to be close to 20.
Did
15 maybe.
Did any of them object?
No. There was one objection from a fella named Jesse Bennett of Thieves Landing. Now you see his objection, the reason I said no initially was because he wanted to take Dean out of West Point, Rathskeller. He wanted to lead him, say, you passed the trial, and then on the ride back out east, he was going to put a bullet in his head. That was his objection. That fucker was going to die regardless. Everyone there voted he was going to die. I voted it. Omar voted it. Coral voted it. That Dr. Leah Woe, she voted it as well.
Did this Dr. Leah? What's her deal? Maybe I want to ask you something, Mr. Barlow. Maybe you can illuminate something for me. You see, I was looking for Mr. Jack Cooper, and I'm mighty close to finding him. I'm in correspondence already any day now. When our schedules match, we'll see one another. Now I was fixing to get a doctor to come with to look after Jack and his boys in case they needed some medical. Now I spoke to her on the side. She agreed that she'd help me find this. She'd help me when this guy was around. I told her not to tell anyone. And I left. Well, about 30 minutes later, she sent me a telegram that I was lying to her, that she won't help, never to write to her again, all this strange stuff. And today she was at the trial acting all scared. Acting terrified, barely can speak, but I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it at all.
She's good at manipulating.
Part of that lady spends most of her day digging up corpses and doing sick experiments on them. She hides it as medical purposes, medical practices. As a matter of fact, when we killed Dean, she came over to me and begged, "Jamie, please, let me have his body." I said, "No, we gotta get rid of it."
She wanted his skull. She was gonna dig up every grave to find Esteban's skull.
You hear that, Mr. Smoke?
Sure did.
Want to know what happened, Case? Is that aroma of the Dawson boys got in her nose. And her loyalty went from the West to two dumb fucks. That's what happened to her. This whole act, this whole charade. I mean, clearly it's working. Got the union off her back. Them boys walking free.
They ain't walking
But
free.
she's guilty.
They got a mighty fine and some time that they's gonna be doing and hard labor. But I understand.
Best walking free.
I suppose. When the trial took place, how long did it take before the sentence was given to kill the man?
Say probably 30 minutes. The only thing he had to offer.
This is crazy.
You see, we wanted to kill Dean Mercer because he ran to the Valentine Sheriff's Office after the Ramon shooting. And he put a badge on his chest. Started talking about the Western Republic because Ramon got in his ear about the Western Republic. So we outed our business to the Valentine Sheriff. And they put a badge on his chest for it. Only lasted about a day before it was stripped, but that was enough for me. He was guilty. At the trial, the only thing he could offer is... His last words were, "I'm more of value alive than dead. I can infiltrate the Valentine Sheriff's Office for you." I said no.
Right?
Open fire. Everyone there shot that fucker. Coral, Leah.
Coral shot too.
Omar, myself.
Leah shot as well.
Absolutely, partner. Everyone there.
I'll be damned. Mr. Barlow, I don't understand how after all this you're going to take the fall for all of it. It's a damn shame.
Thank you. Think you understand, Case. I'm a man at a cliff. I was a man at a cliff's edge and I jumped myself.
Why,
Rather
bro?
than being forced off by some fucking union dogs. Some marshals that take the side of two new fuckers. Sending them to work in the oil fields.
Did you think that Mr. Santee wouldn't have your back after what happened yesterday? Or the day prior with the Dawsons?
No. Because that whole time, the ride back when I was full of buckshot and he was riding me back to town, he was telling me, why the fuck did I do that? We could have talked it out.
Seems to me that the Saint Denis Constabulary and the judge were mighty happy to have them apprehended. Why, I thought it was odd that no mention was made of the man that brought him in.
Mighty odd, I'd say as well.
Mr. Barlow, I thought for a long time the fight was over the mines. And I thought the Dawson boys got rich. And it was a plot by Mr. Santiago and maybe even yourself to remove those folk. To secure the mines. I suppose that was all wrong. Seemed to be something much bigger going on. Much bigger.
I failed my people, the Western Republic.
This stuff that you said about Mr. Mercer, Does that exist anywhere on the record? At all?
Colin, go ahead and hand him that scroll.
I feel like he needs to keep working with Santiago somehow. I just feel like it's not right for them to bail on each other. Santiago will I don't... He's gonna need... They're gonna need each other.
Everything we've been talking about here you could find in there. I've already gone to the paper with it. Put it all around Saint Denis. Figured if the marshals ain't gonna talk about it, the people will hear. I'm not a good man. I serve my people of the Western Republic to the best of my ability. But those marshals are just as guilty.
Is Mr. Crenshaw on the level?
Mr. Crenshaw played me for a fool. Like I said, I failed my people. He had us clean up his trash with Esteban. I did it so I could get the badge, so I could get the sheriff office. I was in great disappointment when they strapped the sheriff badge on Santiago rather than myself.
Was you the one hoping for it?
Absolutely I was.
I'll be damned.
Under sheriff or deputy sheriff, I will take it. I'd still had enough say and sway.
You know, something the Dawson boys said that me and Mr. Smoke talked about often. He let slip once when he was talking about you. He called you the king of Armadillo. And me and Mr. Smoke mulled over on that for quite a while. Said it's mighty strange that it ain't Santy but Mr. Barlow that they callin' king.
If I wanted Santiago gone, he would have been gone. As a matter of fact, I would have just looked at Omar and told him, shoot him. And he would have been dead.
Is he fixing to do that now? Mr. Barlow, I'll be honest with you. They're drafting handbills right this minute for you. And the recruiting folk. Mr. Woody, he's a good sheriff. I don't know if he knows him. He said that through him, he could guarantee they ain't gonna be done dirty. It's something to consider, Mr. Barlow. He's the type of man that could offer some guarantees for you. The Dawson boys is taken down, and the man that took him down ain't got no credit. He's on the run. And all
took down Esteban and those fuckers for that dog Crenshaw.
Well, there he is.
And he still wanted to charge me for sedition.
It ain't right, Mr. Barlow. Now they're parading around a certain confession left over at the station about the Western Union and all this stuff, and it's not looking good for you. Would you consider talking to Mr. Woody? Just talk to him. I tell you what, that man was inquiring and asked us to look into Mercer. And I think he was the man with the answers. He's the type of sheriff that'll even keep the marshals in check. Or at least demand some sort of explanation.
What could I offer him, Case? I handed over. When I cleaned out that sheriff office, I put damning evidence in there. And I'm sure it's in the marshal's hands by now.
It might not be, Mr.
It sure as hell might not be.
That might be in Mr. Santiago's sock drawer over at his house or burnt in the fireplace. Mr. Santiago's stock is rising pretty quick.
Well, I reckon then, Case, you want me to talk to Woody, I want you to talk to Santiago. Figure that out for me.
Mr. Santiago has offered me the handbills. He wants to work with us. He said they'll be ready probably by tomorrow. If you want us to learn whether those papers that you left have made it to the marshals, I don't think it's from Mr. Santiago we'll learn those things. See, the marshal trusts me and Smoke. Hell, I believe he trusts us more than some of his deputies. But he's not lawman just yet. I find your idea of the Western Republic to be mighty intriguing, Mr. Barlow.
I just want my folk free, out of the Union's hands, their clutches. They have done nothing for New Austin. Time after time, we have faced cholera, typhoid, folk burning down our buildings. As soon as cholera's clear, closing our establishments. We get nothing. No help. They pin this little rusty piece of tin on my chest and say, figure it out yourself, boy. While they sit in chase lounges smoking big cigars.
Would you consider a talk with Mr. Woodham under your conditions? Just a talk. I ain't trying to get you to do the right thing, son, and justice and all of that. I don't rightly care about all that. Something else going on
I
here.
hear you.
It's a lot. There's
some stank.
I was a sheriff. I was an undersheriff for quite some time. I know how these deputies work. That's why I'm hesitant. As a matter of fact, you were going to set up a meeting for us, Mr. Jack Cooper. We told you the precedent, for the meeting. We wouldn't draw iron, we wouldn't catch them. But the plan the entire time was, Case, for the marshals to swoop in. Technicality. I didn't come up with that shit, that was Santiago. How do I know this won't happen to me?
That was Santiago's plan? You know what's mighty curious? Is the Armadillo Sheriff's Office, Santiago included, offered me a lump sum of money to bring him in. If you recall, I turned it down, initially. The marshals were very adamant trying to figure out who offered it to me. And I never told them. Thought it was none of their business. On account of I thought it would be right for Mr. Barlow and Mr. Santiago to continue operating, however they see fit for the time being. It's a shame that I wasn't given the same courtesy.
I agree, Mr. Case. But you need to understand that we don't have the luxuries of the Union out west. We were willing to do whatever it takes to please those marshals. Santiago was the same mind as that. He wanted Armadillo rebuilt. He wanted order. He wanted businesses up and running. Just in the background, for me, it was a means to an end. I don't think he did it out of foul volition. Rather to build up the town, get the marshals blessing, funding.
Are you enemies now? You in Santiago?
We were friends a long time. Saved his life a long while back.
I think Santiago's played
I
his
robbed
cards
him blind.
the
I get
best
what he's doing.
so far.
He's playing the game. I'm playing the game.
He's played his cards the best in the Game of Thrones.
I will not call Santiago an enemy. But if he tries to arrest me, I will not hesitate to put that fucker on his back.
Let's see.
Well, might I make a suggestion then, pertaining to this here conversation with Hoodie? You agree on a place. You name it. You tell us. We go and pick Woody up. And we bring him there alone. Just him and us. Hell, I ain't gonna lie to you, partner. If somehow they figure out where it is and them marshals descend on you, I'm likely to pull iron for you. I ain't one for going back on terms of an agreement like that.
Under them circumstances, I will meet. But I want you to know, if swarms of law descend from hills, my orders to everyone here, besides you two, of course, will be to shoot you two both down first. Just like we did Dean Mercer.
That's acceptable.
Sure is.
Be a shame if you didn't. Mr. Barlow, we've talked to you for quite a while now. We figure y'all folk are looking for some rest, and, well, I'm not quite sure what y'all gonna do. But I just got this paper you done given me and I'd like to mull it over.
Sure. Talk to Santiago, like I said, see if he has them telegrams. It's a telegram that Charles sent that day we killed Dean Mercer saying, "Jamie, boss, the job is done. I rode for 3 to 4 days disposing of his body."
Hold on, say that one more time so I get this exact. Oh my God, this
Said,
is
"Jamie,
huge.
the job is done. I rode for 3 to 4 days. But the job is done." There was no mention of body, but that was what that was for.
This came from Bennett?
It came from Charles Dawson.
Oh, I understand.
You see, because I sent Jesse Bennett out to dispose of the body in the swamp behind Saint Denis.
You sent this to Mr. Santiago yesterday? But why on earth was it not at the court hearing today?
2 days ago. 2 days ago is when I robbed the sheriff office. 2 days ago is when I put that letter that you have in that sheriff office. Put all the damning evidence against Coral, against Jesse, against Irish, against Charles Dawson. It's all there.
Mr. Barlow, the only thing that was talked about that you left was a seditious manifesto, and that's it.
That's right. What did he say?
I'll be damned.
Ain't that some shit?
Well, we'll make sure of this. I'll talk to Mr. Santiago tomorrow.
Sounds good. Paper's gonna break the story. I left it for them as well. Like I said, those Union dog marshals won't hear it. The people will.
Well, let's hope they listen. Mr. Barlow will get out of your ways. We'll try to stay out your way when you're on the... Well, we're on the path.
Last thing, I don't know if I told you this. We bombed the court hearing today. Blew up some constable.
So that was you
But
that
also-
brought that smoldering wagon. I was wondering what it was doing there.
Yeah, that dumb fuck constable stuck his head inside. It was full of dynamite. I pulled the trigger. Blew him to smithereens.
I'll be
Damn.
I think the last thing that fucker heard was the Western Republic will rise again. But I wanted to tell you this. If Coral wasn't going to be charged, be found guilty by the Union, she was found guilty by the Western Republic, the new Western Republic.
What was you trying to find her guilty of in the first place?
She had evidence. She got a telegram from Dean Mercer saying, I told you that if he goes missing, please, Coral, run to the marshal. She brought that straight to me and said, Jamie, I'm loyal to the West. You see, I'm burning her, partner, because she wasn't loyal to the West. She was loyal to the Dawsons.
You mean when this whole ordeal happened?
That's right.
I understand. Well, they're
Shot her today.
They're mighty upset about that, I must tell you. Like I said, Shapter complained of it, and so did the sheriff. Is there anything else, Mr. Barlow?
No, I reckon that's it.
I wrote everything down.
You
word
two
for word.
fuckers got a lot to mull over. Good
do.
luck reading that scroll.
Take care now. Figures we've got a lot of walking to do.
Well.
Take care. Thank you.
Oh, shit.
Be damned. I'll be damned.
Goddamn, partner.
I'll be damned. I knew that
This
coral was...
swamp is deep,
I
partner.
knew that coral was a fake.
You've been full of shit this whole time.
Everybody's been taking us for a spin. Can I say, I'd like to compliment one person out of all of this.
And who's that?
Mr. Santiago.
For what?
He's played all his cards correct.
Oh, yeah, I will say that.
Everybody's been sinking and he's been rising. And I don't blame the fella.
That.
Now that person knows exactly what he's doing. He done rode the tide of Jamie Barlow, and as soon as the tide of Jamie Barlow started sinking, he knew to get off. He done rode the tide of Mr. Dawson. Yo, thank you, Gloria. Thank you, Gloria. He rode that Mr. Dawson tide when it rose up at the Red Rock, and then he jumped off when they went down, and then he jumped right back on. Thank you so much, Gloria. Love you. Thank you.
He sure is.
I can't believe they didn't bring up Mr. Mercer's death.
You know, I didn't even think about it.
The whole time they were there, and the judge said, well, is there any proof of any crime? Okay, the attempted murders, all right, but that Leah went up there, and she was like,
Here, this way.
I'm so nervous. I don't know what's going on. Oh, thank you. Oh, I don't know what to say. Where am I? Meanwhile, she's cutting up bodies, beheading them, and they're using their skulls to
Oh, they're drinking from them or
play
something.
poppycock with. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, what's going on? I knew that. Once you started doing, ain't nobody that scared. Shut up. Ain't nobody.
They were some of the worst theater I'd ever seen.
Sure was. And then you had Mr. Santiago go up there and say, I will say to these men, they did good for the West. They did this and they did that. Mr. Santiago, you knew that they murdered Mr. Mercer and you didn't say a thing.
That's for damn sure. Here, let's get on these tracks right here.
Well, I'm afraid to say that the swamp is, well, it's past the point of any reckoning. There ain't nothing they're going to do about it.
God
20
damn.
people involved in the murder of this man?
God damn, partner, that's a lot of people.
Mr. Jamie Barlow, all he had to do was stick around. That's all he had to do. Reap the reward for taking down the Dawson boys.
But you think, this is the thing, the way things are going right now, if he would have stuck around, he'd liable to wake up in cuffs.
Mr. Dawson?
I think that, no, Mr. Barlow, I think they were going to pin that shit on him regardless, partner. I think everyone was just looking, all of them were just looking for it to be over. And if they can pin it on him, then it's done. Because remember what the Dawson brothers told us after the 5 hours, right? We waited 5 hours. What did they tell us? They told us they weren't there. They had no clue what happened to Dean. All they said were that these boys were worried about him one day and then not the next. They were full of shit.
And so was Miss Coral.
That's right. So they told that story that way probably to everyone that came in there before us. 5 hours of lawmen and visitors.
Maybe that's why they're trying to bury Mr. Barlow. And that gold striker.
Oh, yeah. And
that's why they were trying to keep it secret. Oh, we're afraid. We don't know.
That's why he
we're
was
so
with
scared.
Coral.
You're not scared. You're complicit. You're an accomplice to murder.
That's for goddamn sure. And that's why they wanted to talk to old Jesse Bennett first to get their story straight before they told all these lies to everyone else, because they knew if he'd been questioned.
That's why Jesse Bennett went in before us to try to, so he don't say nothing about
That's
Dean
true.
Mercer.
But remember, they wanted him before everyone. They just didn't have that choice because the marshal went in there.
That's right, but Mr. Jesse didn't talk to anybody.
He didn't say a word, but if they had talked to him, he might have told a different story than
Well, that's
them. But
right.
I don't think anyone was wise to any of this thing.
Well, Jesse Bennett is also guilty of murder.
Sure he is. God damn, partner. I wish I could get more names about who was there.
I'll be damned. I just gotta go. Let's jog. I just gotta write to Mr. Wooded.
Listen, write to him, but be careful. Wait.
I'm just gonna say we're safe. I'm just gonna say we're safe.
yeah,
We're heading to
that's it.
Valentine. That's it.
That's all. Now, what we don't want to tell Woody that we's gonna plan to have him meet with them boys. What we want to do is find out where them boys want to meet and when, and tell Woody that we want to meet and talk to him about some things on that same day at that same time. Completely blindside him with the whole thing, because I ain't looking to get shot down over some fucking lawman using us as, bait or whatever.
I think you're right, Mr. Smoke.
We
I
just
think
tell
anything
them-
else, you're right. They're gonna use us as
Yeah,
they're
sure
not gonna
is.
care. Mr. Woody will give
They're
his
not gonna
word, and
give
then
a
he'll
shit.
just capture them.
That's right. And it might not even be up to Woody. The marshals might just, if he mentions it to the marshals or anyone in particular, they're going to supersede him and say, we're going to follow them or whatever the fuck ever.
Mr. Santiago took the confessions and all the proof and just...
He wiped his ass with him and threw him in the
wiped his
goddamn
ass with him.
outhouse, partner.
He told us, the only thing he told us was a confession that the seditious manifesto.
Partner, there is treachery afoot.
Mr. Santiago is mighty clear. I want to go work for Mr. Santiago. That's the type of man you got to work for, Mr. Smoke.
What you talking about? He gonna wind up like Barlow?
He thinks of everything.
Oh my God, for himself. That's
I'm going to
about
go
it.
put an application tomorrow with Santiago. I'm going to say, Santiago, give me them bills of capture. And also give me a position.
He's
in
gonna
your
give you a
office.
position under him.
I'll take one under, over. Don't matter.
Hey, you gotta let me read that scroll. What's on that shit?
Yeah, sure will.
Goddamn scroll. They ain't used scrolls since medieval times.
It's too late for me to meet tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Be careful. Watch out for yourself. Be careful. Trust the order. I spoke to the sheriff today. I'll speak to him tomorrow. First thing. God, the sound of that water drinking. So good.
You thirsty? You thirsty?
No, I need water for my soul.
All right, hold on. I just got to take a piss then.
What's Woody's telegram? Is it just Woody? Is Woody's telegram just Woody?
Oh yeah, that's it.
WOODY?
That's right. He won't send it off if he can't find anything that matches that. So I'm gonna be outside taking a piss quick.
The Dean Mercer files. Oh my god. This is crazy. Dean Mercer files. Jamie Barlow's statement. Everything is in this statement is the full show. I have nothing to hide anymore. I met Dawson Burris about 3.5 weeks ago. Chose going around the frontier claiming he was Eastern Principles after he was done. I ran into him in Blackwater with my cousin Asher. I confronted Charles and told him we're going to talk. My intent at the time was to take him somewhere to kill him. We brought him to Rathskeller, where we then discussed our plans for rebuilding the Western Republic. Charles Dawson said he will drop everything and support the goal of breaking away from the Eastern Union. I did not believe his words, so I told him to present his hand and slice it open and bleed for the West. In doing so, if he betrays the West, he will forfeit his life. He agreed and did as much. Myself, Asher, Abraham Dawson, and Charles Dawson all have done blood oaths for the Western Republic. Look at the Dawson brothers' hands when you get the chance. Abraham Dawson did his blood oath the day we fought off the legions of Esteban's men. The Blackwater lumber heist. I led a wagon into the Cakes lumber yard of Blackwater, and the wagon was myself, Omar, Charles Dawson, Irish, O'Dowd, Jesse, Bennett, and Abraham Dawson. The goal was simple: steal lumber, bring it back to Western. Okay, when there was ecstatic. Omar describes how the man. In total, we stole about 300 worth of lumber. The killing of Ron Monk, he brought too much heat to the West and constantly kept running his mouth about us trying to rebuild the Western Republic. For doing as much, Santiago called him out on it and told him to abandon those ideals as it would bring death. It escalated and got heated. Ramon refused and drew his gun on Santiago. Santiago quickly outdrew him and shot him down in Armadillo Saloon. Dean Mercer drew his gun on us but quickly put it away as soon as he saw how outnumbered he was. This did not stop Charles Dawson and Irish from trying. Oh, Irish is the fucking German guy. They shot a man surrendering. Dean Mercer escaped. The Malachi Ruger gang. Since I could not be seen committing crimes on behalf of the sheriff office, as means when I gathered a group of Western Republic loyalists to go out and do crimes for us. This group consisted of Abraham Dawson, Charles Dawson, Jesse Bennett, Bo Walker, Cliff, David Waters, Jebediah Goldstriker. Every crime committed by the Malachi Ruger was by conglomerates of these individuals. Their leaders were Charles Dawson, Abraham Dawson, and Jesse Bennett by orders of myself. I sent these boys out to go hunt down Dean Mercer and to bring him back to myself to face the trial. They failed. Dean Mercer was already heading to Armadillo by his own accord to face the music. He sent out multiple telegrams to people who witnessed the murder of Ramon. They remained silent, begging, pleading that they would telegram the marshals if he were to go missing. Coral Hale was one of the few folk that Dean Mercer begged to run to the marshals. She did not. As a matter of fact, she brought me the telegram she received from him to prove her loyalty to the Western Republic. She's currently in disguise as the blacksmith in Van Horn by my own orders. I have attached telegrams from Coral Hale in this file. The goal was to push people away from working in the East and to go west under the Red Rock. This worked well, made a lot of money. On his way to Armadillo, Malachi Ruger gang stumbled upon Dean Mercer just outside of town. Dean let it be known that he was riding out west to face me. Being the imbeciles that they are, the Dawsons and Jesse decided to hog-tie Dean and take credit for finding him themselves. They were so proud of their work that they idiotically rode him straight through the town of Armadillo. Charles Dawson went as far as to scream out, "We got the traitor of the West." This was an issue for me because one of Dean Mercer's closest was outside of town with me, Miss Mallory of Blackwater. If she saw and heard Dean Mercer, I would have been rightfully fucked. Luckily for me, one of the Mallory's closest friends, a man that views her as a daughter, Jebediah Ghost Striker, was there with me. Being a Western Republic loyalist, Ghost Striker turned Mallory away to distract her from what she was seeing. Find Miss Mallory and ask her about the 4th of June and the rider she saw. You know what would be sick, bro? Tell me if this is too much. If me and Smoke build an entire case and we go one by one and individually on separate occasions we capture every one of the people involved in the murder of Dean Mercer and we get a bounty for every single one. That would be sick, bro. And we start a manhunt. That would be sick. The killing of Dean Mercer. I ordered Jesse Man to bring Dean Mercer to Rathskeller. There he had a trial. Found him guilty and sentenced him to death. The decision was made. The people present that day. Here we go! It's everybody here! Mr. Smoke, Mr. Smoke. He's got to get out of here. Come on.
Let's go.
You can't copy and paste this, bro? Come on.
Mr. Ruger, follow me. I mean, I'm so sorry. I'm reading this damn thing. My mind's going all over the place. Come this way. I have an idea, Mr. Smoke.
Okay.
So I'm reading this files is everything that we want. It's got a name of everybody that was there for the death of Dean Mercer. Every single one.
That meant that Scrolly gave you.
Yes, sir. Now this is what I'm thinking,
then.
sir. This is what I'm thinking, Mr. Smoke. You know, everybody on that list has got to face the charge of murder. Well, I don't think law departments got enough time to invest to go after every single individual one. But if there was some sort of agency, some sort of practice, some sort of bounty professionals, well, I figure we should develop a proper case in writing with the proper charges, present this to the marshals, and allow them to allow us to go one by one and bring each one of those people in individually. A bounty for each head.
Well, I'll take it once more. This bounty money, I've been thinking about that. But I don't know if it's enough for all this.
Well,
I'd rather a nice wage, partner. What about you?
I don't mind a bounty bill. I find it mighty.
We'll take the bill as well, but we want, let's shoot for the stars with this. Let's get a nice wage on top of it.
I don't want a wage.
Dirty lawmen.
I don't want a wage. I think if you'd like to ask for it, Mr. Smoke, I don't want a wage. I don't want to say it, because once that happens, we're salaried by the government. But like this, we're independent contractors, and I like that. It allows me to not say that I work for the government.
All right, then.
I think that's important, Mr. Smoke. I really do.
You're probably right about that, partner.
Well, you do have a wife. You do have a friend that never has food on them, or bullets, or something to drink, so that probably costs a little more for you.
Well, you gonna need something, partner. We can't rely on Woody's goodwill.
Well, I was talking about you paying for me.
I know, yeah, but
I
shit,
stole
if
your
Woody didn't give me
$20.
that it's got to sell
You
guns.
make good money,
It's
Mr.
like-
Smoke. You sit for gold and you sell guns.
Oh yeah,
You
I
mine?
understand.
You got lots of money.
No, I went mining one time.
I got no dollars left. I got about $5 left in the Rhodes Bank.
from that $18.
Mr. Smoke, what do you think? I think that's what I'd like to do. It'd be a good profession. Every single one of those names independently being brought in. $20
know what I
a
think?
$20 a head. There's about 20 names. That's $400.
I agree with you there, partner. I agree with you there. You know what I also think? I think that Marshall wants us to work for him.
Mr. Johnson?
Oh, that's right.
The problem with the marshals is, if I'm gonna be a marshal, who the hell is this?
He's just a trapper. He's up here buying things, feathers and shit.
We're gonna work for the marshals. That would mean that we've got to oversee law departments. Do you still want to do that?
Well,
a mighty dangerous game.
This here's a goddamn dangerous game. There's a lot of names on that list, I gather.
There's a whole lot.
That's right.
Imagine bringing each one in independently.
I'd like to do it both, partner. You know what I mean? Maybe not at the same time, but I'd like to have a badge somewhere tucked in my pocket, so if someone were to do something to us, it wouldn't just be like off of 2 random sniffers. I don't want no one to know about it, though. I really did not like when that marshal sent out that telegram.
I understand why he did it.
I do as well, but I still didn't like it.
I didn't like it at all. No, I was thinking about telling Mr.
Couldn't they have
Santiago.
just confirmed with him? You know, if we had brought them in with a handbill, they just got to reach out to him and say, "Hey, is this legit? These the right 2 fellers?" Yes, and then that's it. You know, it ain't. He didn't have to make the announcement to the whole county. But sorry, I digress.
Oh, he's absolutely right about that. What did I say a second ago? I don't really remember.
Shit, I don't know. Look you up.
I just got to look over this one more time, and
yeah, I'd like to see it too.
You won't lose it, will you? Don't lose it.
No, I'll give it back to you.
No, it's a long read.
They said, "Is it long?" That's why it's
I
on
read
the scroll in.
I read about a third of it. That's when you come in. And I was reading pretty fast.
No, I won't lose it. I'll keep it out there, and we go to a bank. I'll keep it safe. Yeah, I can make a copy of it as well.
You can make a copy out of it. That'd be wonderful. I'd like to be contracted. I don't want to have a wage. You understand? I want to have like a stipend where we's contracted to do a job and we's paid half up front and half after. I don't want to be salaried. I don't want to be salaried by the United States government.
I like the functions of that better as well.
On account of there's going to be certain SOPs that we're going to have to follow and certain guidelines that right now we're just independent.
From what I hear, there are no guidelines.
Well,
just get the job done.
No, there's always guidelines.
I'm telling you, partner. I mean, other than the law itself.
Guidelines.
I'm telling you, partner, I don't think there's shit. I heard a feller say, because they was talking, I heard a feller talking to a lawman about that, and the feller said, "Nah, you know, we just sort of do whatever we do. There ain't none of that." I'm surprised they even write reports. I think all they's got is a goddamn tip line.
I'll be damned.
What if we can get badges from him and work as contractors and for him at time?
Did you get that?
I did. God damn,
I'm either getting a contract or getting a job with Santiago.
You ain't gonna want to work for that fella. You're gonna be the next Jamie Barlow.
Mr. Smoke, after what I've seen, the way this all transpired, if there's anyone in this here territory to work for, it's Mr. Santiago.
That's crazy, partner. He's selling everyone. He'd cut his left foot off if he thought maybe it'd rat him out.
Except everyone goes down and he goes right up.
What goes up must come down.
Unless you're Mr. Santiago, then you just keep on going up.
Ain't no feller in there. He'd be the first feller ever.
Mark my words, that boy's gonna be a marshal. He played the Dawsons like a fiddle, and then he played Mr. Barlow like a fiddle, and then he played the marshals themselves like a fiddle.
I don't think. Well, look, he just hasn't told them things. That's just it.
Well, he tells them things.
When the marshal finds out
things.
What happens when the marshal finds out that
finds out that
old fucking Barlow done left evidence of everything, and that just didn't turn up.
Well, the issue is certain persons get so powerful, they become so insinuated in the structure that they become what is called too big to fail.
You think he's too big to fail?
100%.
Hell no. He's got other lawmen that go out there and take over that place. He ain't nothing special.
Well,
what about Braxton will be from senior deputy to sheriff within a week if they wanted.
Well, he's
no
done
problem.
the sheriff already.
Yeah, he's got the trajectory if you ask me.
He sure does. Problem with him, he thinks he knows more than he does. That's going to be his downfall.
This is true. This is very true. You know who's been missing throughout all this here?
That Caleb Crow?
No, that feller that I can't no one understand what the fuck he says.
Oh, the Irish boy. The German one.
What, the German one, yeah. Where in the hell's he been?
Well, I keep reading about him being Irish in the report. I think Mr. Barlow's sent him, selling them down the river too.
Is that right?
They call him the Irish.
Is that right?
I figure he's the German one. The father. That's how he talks.
Oh yeah. That's the one.
He's the father. Can't understand him.
A lot of that there.
Yeah, that's right. This ain't good for my horse.
I know. He's
gonna break a hoof.
The whole leg snap right off.
Mr. Jesse Bennett's dirty up until his elbows.
He sure is. He's surrounding
$20
himself with all kinds of fucking cretins as well. Them crabs down there.
$30. Jamie Barlow, Jesse Bennett.
Hey, I'll take your partner.
$30. Coral. $30. Irish. $30.
Listen here, no, what you would call it, no salary, right? But what if we just had a little badge in our pocket just to make sure that, nothing wrong happens to us? We don't wear it, we don't flash it around unless all of a sudden we find ourselves, well, if we find ourselves in prison, right, in jail, we need something to get us out. That's what I'm thinking.
Why are we gonna find ourselves in prison?
Man, that feller done half threatened us up in the snow the other day.
Mr.
When
Braxton?
he said, when he said he's gonna turn a blind eye to us posing as deputies. Hell, them same boys already threw me in jail, partner, and charged me with obstruction of justice.
They were saying that to you. They wasn't saying it to me. Braxton would never do that to me. He's doing it to you.
My point is that it happened,
They
partner.
put
It can
you in
happen
prison.
again. I ain't no, hell no.
The last thing I want is someone to search me and find a badge on me. I like to play this game. I like to play this game called plausible deniability. I don't even want the marshals to know whether I'm straight or crooked. If you understand.
Well, yeah, I get that, but
I'm only kidding.
There's gonna be a day where we're gonna need something like that. Look, if it turns out that these marshals are as crooked as they all get, and that we's chasing our tail here, cleaning up their messes for them in a way that just perpetuates whatever bullshit they's up to. Yeah, maybe we talk about where that tunnel leads in Blackwater again.
I don't think the marshals are crooked. I just think that certain people, whenever it gets to a level of negligence, then it starts to seem like something else.
Yeah, I don't think they is either. I ain't got no reason to.
We're talking about the frontier. It's gonna take a bunch of mean, hard men in tall places, making some difficult shots and keeping all the children in check. Like that Malachi Ruger. You see him? He said, I don't want them cowboys coming to my town dressing that way, so I beat the sin out of them. And the judge said he done right.
Of course the judge said that. He's a civilized man. But I'm a goddamn cowboy. I'd like to see him try with me. I'll rip that mustache off his face.
I'd like to see you do it.
I'd get him.
You know, I had some funny ideas. I'd always become marshals. Get the nice blueprints to the Blackwater
Partner, don't tempt me.
Upper grounds and lower
Don't
grounds.
you fucking tempt me,
And then
partner.
one day, all the stuff in the vault goes missing, and Mr. Thursday case ain't never heard of again.
Let me tell you something. On a real note, they never let you go. When you're good at what you do, will be destined to do it forever. And for a stipend or measly $3 an hour, whatever it might be, we've got to figure out our way of retiring. Now, I ain't got no pension like you. I ain't never had no pension.
My pension's done burnt through. I got
But when it's
$1
all,
left.
I realized something today when they sentenced them boys to make money for some fucking oil tycoon feller named Leviticus Cornwall. Yeah, the people who own them banks and the people who own them mining companies and all of that shit, they's the ones that constantly getting richer. While the rest of us out here risking our neck, riding horse back and forth, chasing outlaw, doing all that thing. I seen it time and time again. We wrap up all this mess out here. We do our work. Hell, I might be towards the end when I'm getting tired of things. If I ain't got enough scratch saved up, I might be interested in them plans. I know Hunter will. That woman, she's got a dark side to her.
Be a shame if I was never a lawman to begin with.
It'd be a hell of a story, partner.
Why do you think I've been trying to talk to Jack Cooper so much?
Well, I don't know. I can still believe it either way.
I think that Mr. Jack Cooper would know something about them underground.
He might. I feel like he's also a man towards the end of his rope, however. Everyone's selling him out.
Sure is. It's mighty surprising how everybody just turns on each other so quick.
Oh, matter of fact, I heard that a bank got robbed in Valentine yesterday.
Did you now?
Sure did. Guess
Where'd you
who
hear?
done it?
Jesse Bennett.
Nope.
Charles Dawson.
No, I know these names are hot right now, but it ain't them. It's a fella we done talked to before in the past.
Asher Creed.
No, you played a game with each other. You know, I show you mine, you show me yours.
I don't
You played
remember.
that game.
I don't remember.
Mario. You remember Mario?
Mario.
That's right.
Of course it's Mario.
Of course it is. Hunter told me that apparently he went up there with some fake paperwork or something.
The guy I was sparring today at kickboxing was my name was Mario. Well, be damn. You were so right about that. Jesse Bennett going in there first to get their story straight before we talked to him.
Well, 100% that must have been what was going on there.
It's funny they kept saying the story of Ramon, but coincidentally left out Dean Mercer.
Yeah, I don't think they expect me to bring it up either. This goddamn horse. Hold on, partner. I'm going to teach him a lesson.
I think you need me to do it.
There, no, he's all right now. It works, Steve. Look, whatever it is we're doing, we do it all. We do it the way we want to. And then in the end, we make a withdrawal from that Blackwater bank. In the very end, partner.
Don't say that out
find
loud. Don't
ourselves
say that out
across
loud.
it.
I was only kidding.
Are you only kidding? What you talking about,
Be
partner?
Sam if I was just kidding. That's the type of stuff we only got to whisper and allude to for now.
I didn't plan on even bringing it up ever again. Till.
The best part's going to be everyone's going to say, I knew that man was up to no good. I knew that.
Be a shame if he weren't.
What do you think about this whole new Baton Rouge?
I ain't sure. I think he's trying to protect himself in light of recent events. He's building, you know,
I think
his
that
own
boy's
little...
confused. I wanted to tell him, go down to LaGras. It's a lot closer to what you're trying to aim for.
Little Baton Rouge, it's
This guy's trying to start a little Baton Rouge in New Austin.
don't make no damn sense. Well, it's on the edge, I will say that. So when Santiago and his men come picking at him, he's just gonna flee over to Blackwater real quick.
You figure that's what he's gonna do?
Well, they made good with them by, you know, ratting everyone else out with a bullshit story.
That's like starting going to LaGraw and starting New Tijuana. New Mojave.
Well, he ain't no learned man, that's for damn sure. He uses that word fucker all the time. Fucker.
It's all got a strange way of talking, don't they?
They sure do.
Yeah.
Even that judge today were a bit, you know.
Mr. Bennett, the Dawson boys. That new kid, what was his name? Curtis?
Shit.
I think, yeah.
He's got that
I
drawl.
think, yeah. Oh, the talk.
I do declare, I figure.
I do declare. I think I know about the rules. The hell are they talking about?
I ain't
Any
sure.
English?
It's half French, half English, I think. Frenglish.
Next time we start talking like that, I'm liable to tell them shut up.
What the hell are you saying, I
Sick of
say?
hearing your jibber jabber.
Partner, this here is America.
Fella. Come on, let's hear the accent. I know you can do it good.
I can't do it yet.
Casons, when you pulled up with the mask, I was like, what's a cop doing
I got
here?
to practice it a bit more now that I'm thinking of it.
And then I
I'll get you
realized it was
tomorrow.
you. That was legendary, bro. I got goosebumps. At Hanging Dog, when you showed up and then you shot the bullets, and then the other boy, I got goosebumps, bro. It was sick. It was like some shit out of a movie. So good. It was so good, bro.
Oh yeah, I think we find out from old Jamie where and when he wants to meet.
I can't get over how sneaky Mr. Santiago is.
Why you?
This is the most sneaky tomorrow I'm going to go and put out an application. I'm going to say,
Don't do
Mr.
that,
Santiago, future Marshal and President of the United States, hire me.
That'd be the worst thing ever.
This boy is so sneaky.
He's extremely sneaky.
He is so sneaky. He went
Snake
up today.
in the grass, partner.
He went up today. So he's right next to Barlow. They gunned down the Dawson boys. He takes credit for the arrest. And then during the trial, he goes up there, speaks in their favor. So now the judges love him. And even the Dawson boys love him. And who's the bad guy?
Jamie Barlow.
This Jamie Barlow. Meanwhile, who's the one that killed Esteban?
Yeah, shit. I think we were a mix of everyone, I
Yeah, it was a
think.
mix of everyone. But still.
Just like the Dean situation. They all killed Dean, too.
When he done come out of the rain at Hanging Dog, I said, what the hell's the law been doing here? Did Woody follow us here? And then I realized who it was, and I got goose prickles all over my body.
Oh, yeah, when they started firing their guns up in the air.
I felt like I was in a story or something.
They must have been watching us come in.
Let's go to
all
main
the time. Coral done got what she got. What she was.
Coral murdered
She got her
Dean
in.
Mercer.
She
Leah
lied her
murdered Dean
ass.
Mercer. Gold Striker murdered Dean Mercer. And
Well,
here they are going, oh, we're afraid of Santi. If Santi finds out, he's going to kill us all. We can't talk
Meanwhile-
about it. I'm so scared.
Meanwhile, according to Barlow, Santi wasn't even there.
Santi weren't even there.
Man, I don't know what to believe. They're all pointing a finger at each other. It's
a den of vipers and snakes.
It sure is. I'm fitting to just set up a fake meeting, get them all thinking they're coming to talk to someone else, and bring them all to each other, let them just fire it
Oh, I
out.
thought you were going to say throw a stick of dynamite in between them all.
Hell, that'll work as well.
I can't stand it when they act like they're afraid. That's what pisses me off. You know, Miss Coral, she's like, oh, I'm so scared. I can't talk.
Oh yeah,
Dean
Mama
Mercer.
Twatty did that same
He's
shit.
hiding. Mama Twatty did as well.
She did that same shit.
Gold Striker
Damn
did
shit.
that.
They
That
did.
Leah, they at the courthouse did that. I'm so scared. Give me a break. I'll be damned. Be ashamed. Give him a reason to really be afraid.
At least that Jesse Bennett don't seem scared. I ain't scared of no one, fucker.
I figure. New Baton Rouge, fella.
I ain't remember that one. I got to go.
New Baton Rouge, fella.
Oh,
Man.
Curtis, that one that came up, that skinny one I gave the cigarette to.
I didn't really much hear him talk.
Oh, he's got a strange one.
He was a crazy one, fucker. He was mine, but he kept telling me. Kept saying like I was crazy or something.
I think he thought you were insane, you know, like one of them loony fillers.
That's what he said. You one of them insane people, fella? Man.
You belong in the loony bin, fucker.
You're so good at that.
It takes me a moment and I just got to become them or something.
Do it again.
You belong in the loony bin, fucker.
You belong in the loony bin, fucker. Can't do it. But do you move your tongue around? Like, what's the key?
Oh yeah, I think the key is first you got to get the cadence, and then some people just got a sound that I can make, you know, and I make that sound. I do it a few times in my head. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. We talked to that woman right here. She lied through her teeth for an hour.
Did. It's like they all got together and said, okay, the memo is act afraid.
Oh yeah. That's true.
What's funny is, it didn't even take no detecting by any law agency. All it required is one of them to go down, and they all just start selling each other down to the river.
He was fast, weren't you? Like a gunfight in the saloon. One person fire shot, all of a sudden the whole goddamn room's filled with smoke.
To be fair, Jesse Bennett didn't sell anyone out. I don't think. He just says, fuck them all.
Oh yeah, he seems to just be like that in that frame of mind.
Well, his neck ain't facing the rope like Mr. Barlow's is.
Well, it might be now if they find out.
If Mr. Barlow didn't make the Manifesto of Independence in the Western Republic, I figure he'd be safe.
You think so?
I think so.
He'd be safer, because all he'd have to do is tell his story, you know?
He'd be safe.
I still think they'd tried to pin a bunch of this shit on him. But they would have.
But it don't matter on account of those. The people, the Dawson boys, were on trial, and much of the constabulary of the East was there, wagging their fingers, and the judge even agreed that they was guilty. Well, the man responsible for bringing them down was Jamie Barlow. The only reason that Santiago and anyone in the West didn't like what Jamie Barlow did is because they had a secret conspiracy with each other. Mr. Jamie Barlow said, fuck the conspiracy, y'all was acting like crazy cowboys, bang bang. So in the eyes of the law, Mr. Barlow was the hero. And I don't think it's too late for him to frame it that way either, because Miss Coral, well, she was guilty for Dean Mercer's death.
The problem is that he's got this new Western Republic shit going on. They're never going to let that go.
No, they're not going to let that. No, that's sedition. That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
That's death.
It sure is.
Oh, I'm so scared. Santiago's going to kill us all. That's what they kept saying. Santiago's going to kill us. But Leah, you're right. Leah was acting scared of Santiago.
He's so all scared of him.
She was pretending she was so scared they need security there because he's going to kill her.
Let's think about this for a moment. Is there a play here, right? Let's look at this chessboard. Is there a play here where Jamie and Santiago is still working together?
This is going to sound crazy. I really hope they are. Because I ain't got no skin in the game. I don't much care. I ain't a marshal.
I hear you there.
I'm just trying to make a living. I'm good at detecting, and so is you. We got some bounty bills, and one thing I do believe in is doing the job right when you got a job.
It's true.
We got a job. I'm fixing to do the job right. But I don't rightly care. Like, I don't got no stake in it, if that makes sense. I'd like to see this Western Republic. I'd like them to give a good go at it.
You know what? Let them have their Western Republic. Let's have peace terms with them. You know, maybe there's a future where all the fucking iron dries up in the east here, and you know what? They's actually got something we need, and we've got to come to the table with them. Like you were talking about them medieval times. It goes back to the March and the Veil, or whatever you're saying.
You know, I think another big problem was the Dawsons got a taste of real money.
They sure did.
And real money corrupts.
Real money.
They said, we don't give no damn about the West. We'll never go back to the West. They probably have. They've probably got several. That was a modest estimate, because what the judge was going to do was whatever figure they said, he was going to make them pay a percentage of that.
That's true.
So if they said 3,000, they'd probably earn 9,000. I guarantee you that's buried somewhere.
Oh, he said he gave it to the other feller, Asher. And ain't that the feller the German feller? That's who that is.
Is that who the German fella is?
Oh yeah, it sure is.
So it ain't a Mr. Irish.
Well, I ain't sure if it's the same person or not, but no, I don't think it is. Now that you say that, I don't think it is, because he said he sent that Irish feller, ain't the Saint Denis.
Well, here's the deal. That money, they're gonna live off of that money, and they's not gonna live in no desert.
That's true.
There's no reason why anyone would live in the desert, cholera-ridden desert. You do it when you're broke. You're not gonna do it when you're rich.
That's
Only
true.
poor people care about being free. Ain't no rich person ever cared about being free. You ever witness any rich person care about? A rich person wants to erect walls, have beautiful furniture, and have security and keep all the poor people out.
That's true.
Where
do you think they're gonna end up?
The east of the West, that's for damn sure.
That is for damn sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna get a cut of the oil money. The next thing you know, it's gonna be Red Rock Oil Company.
You know something? That's probably what that Cornwall wants. He wants them boys to run that oil thing and build it up, and I'm sure he'll pay them some.
I keep thinking of this Western Republic. Make a mighty fine poem, Mr. Smoke. That's what I keep thinking. That's the stuff poems is made out of.
Unless the army just comes down here and just squelches it with a minigun before they even get a chance. One of them Gatlings they pull up in the back of a wagon. You should have seen the army, partner, when they was gonna put that Esteban up, and the U.S. Army was with them marshals at McFarland's ranch. I ain't never seen anything like it. There must have been 30, 40 men standing there.
My goodness.
All in formation.
Cavalry units?
No, all on foot. And they had a wagon there too. It said
Mr.
US Army on
Santiago
it.
was telling me about it.
Worry.
Sure was. Prior to you coming, Mr. Smoke, they really were apprehensive by you hearing all of what you was.
Oh yeah, that's because that Caleb Crow feller, that Caleb Crow feller, he pegged Hunter for a bounty hunter a ways back, and hell, I think we were listening to him talking in this mint one day. He was upstairs in that bathroom talking to a bunch of his friends, White Boots, and some other people, and he was talking all about us for a good 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, about you and Hunter?
Yep. He's got a chatterbox on him, that boy. I think I just look like a lawman on account of my hat.
No, you also got a certain degree of poise to you.
Yeah, I suppose you ain't wrong here.
I'm gonna rest my head here, Mr. Smoke.
Yeah, I think I'll spend the night as well right out in the morning.
Is there a place to hitch your horses here?
Say again?
Is there a place to hitch your horses here?
You know something? I ain't sure about that.
I don't wanna... Rest here then. Well, you know what? I think I will rest here. I'm too tired.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Smoke, see you on tomorrow.
All right, then.
Gonna go and reflect by the waterfall. Good night.
Yo, good night, guys. That was fucking sick. Who's on still? Who's on for tonight, guys? I like how me and Smoke are just these outsiders that don't really have a stake in the game, but we're just sort of circling and learning the story of everything that's going on. All right, let's see. Hold on, let's raid somebody.
Raise somebody, see what's going on. Let's see who's on.